The theory I've heard. Go ahead. The theory I've heard.
Go ahead.
This is a good theory. I personally subscribe to this now.
Oh, no. I know which theory you're going with. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 6.
Yes.
Okay. That's the Chris Gore theory.
Yeah. And the reason why is first, no, you don't even need one. You don't need episode 1. It's 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
You have to watch it. If you were going to expose them,
no,
they have to have Jar Jar Binks.
They can watch it afterwards, but to get the main part of the story, you only need 4, 5, 2, 3, and 6. And the reason why that is, I'll explain. 4 and 5, first off, you need to watch it because you need to know the story. And 4 and 5, after 5, you have a polarity in plot lines between 5 and 3. Okay? In episode 5, after a defeat or after going through adversity, Luke Skywalker is being tempted by the dark side. And you don't really know how that ends. Okay? So you watch 4 and 5, you're into the story, then you go back and you watch 2 and 3. 2, not really that important, but 3 is where the kicker is. Okay, no, episode 1's not important because
2 you kind of need the build up. You need that sand people scene. You need that sand people scene.
Yeah, okay.
I think that really has a lot to do with the darkness of Anakin's character. Is the anger he feels for those people for killing his mother
and his first real taste of dark side and how it makes you feel a little bit better.
Well, in both sides of the dark side, the passion with the love with Padme and the anger he feels at the death of his mother to the Sand People. Like you get both sides of the dark side because, come on, kids, let's face it, the dark side's not just one thing. It's this passionate hate and it's also this passionate love because the Jedi is supposed to be the light.
Episode 1 is irrelevant, and here's why.
Because it mentions midichlorians.
Yes, in that it's the horrible explanation of what the Force actually is, which apparently
microscopic organisms that live in everything.
Yes. But that is what makes you Force sensitive is the fact that you have midichlorians in your blood and you're super in touch with them, basically. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, you have more of them in you and you're more in touch with yourself.
Yeah, and that's why you have the explanation for why Anakin's supposed to be such a great Jedi.
He was conceived by the Force.
Yes. He's basically, his percentage of midichlorians is through the roof compared to any other Jedi they've ever had.
But that's... I mean, I guess they could have just explained.
And you also know the prophecy too that he's supposed to be balanced with the Force.
Yeah, but the stupid thing is that anyone who watched the movies was smart enough to realize that the Force was unbalanced on the light side, not the other way around.
Yeah,
balance to the Force means an equal amount of both, and he did that. He did that very well. Well, because
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Obi-Wan and Yoda versus the Emperor and Darth Vader. Balance to the Force.
Well, you also have a large, massive army behind the Emperor that.
It's just the Force. It has nothing to do with the armies they command.
I mean, if you have 1,000 blasters shooting at you, the Force is only going to do so much. They proved that in the Battle of Geonosis. Geonosis. Yeah, sorry. Geonosis. You have thousands of troops and 100 Jedi. It's not going to help you. It only helps you to a degree, is all I'm trying to say.
It still makes me sad.
Anyway.
Makes when you're done.
So
anyway.
Now you got episode 1's irrelevant because all you see is Anakin's a whiny little kid. You understand that's why he's angry because he pulled away from his mother. And that's the only thing you really need to know out of that. You don't need a Jar Jar Binks. You need to know
that he was conceived by the Force.
Yeah, there's very little about.
That's the only thing you need from
him. No, you actually need to know Qui-Gon because Qui-Gon does come up later as like a conversation thing between him.
Qui-Gon's the only one that found his way back, and then he taught Obi-Wan and Yoda how to find their way back from the dark side or the other side.
It's basically enveloping yourself in the Force and accepting
that your physical means has an end, but your spiritual means does not.
Yes. So you kind of understand that. In episode 2, it is important because he falls in love. Now, in the third one's what's the kicker is. In the third one, you see him defeat evil in the face of adversity, and he panics, and he accepts the dark side. I don't want to get into details. You've seen the movie. Basically, he turns on one of his Jedi Masters in Mace Windu.
How have you not seen episode 3 at this point in time?
I have.
Not you, them. You're speaking as if there's somebody out there that is going to watch this.
I had this conversation last night with someone who has not seen episode 3.
Is it a girl?
It's a guy and a girl. They're a couple. I work with them. Scott and his wife, his future wife, his fiance.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Anyway, this is why I had this conversation. I was explaining to him the order in which he should watch it because he's mature enough to understand all this. Like a kid, you should just have the kid watch them in order. They're not
5,
gonna
2,
go
3, 6.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That's how kids should watch
No,
it.
you
But
don't watch 6.
if you're, I'm okay. Well, anyway, and then you see him being seduced by the dark side, right? And see him give into it. So when you go 4, 5, you see what Luke went through. Then you see 3 and
2 and 3.
2 and 3, and you see what Anakin had to go through. Now, this leads into the only downside to this is you kind of get the spoiler that Luke and Leia are brother and sister, which you can actually just kind of skip through that if you want. That's kind of a little bit of a spoiler.
If you can't figure that out by halfway through episode 5, I am so sorry.
Maybe. Oh, but doesn't matter. But that's only downside to that is you have a little bit of that spoiler. So now you go back to episode 6. The first time you see Luke Skywalker, he force chokes someone to death.
Yeah. Well,
he looks like a Sith Lord. Force chokes 2 people to death.
To death, or just pass them out?
It's death.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Looks like they just kind of
looks like they died. Well, still, that's still a dark side move.
It looks like he just more like
it's still a dark side move when he's like, it's still dark side. So that's the first thing you see. So you're curious as to which side did he choose. And even though he's got all these things in his path and seems like the world's against him, all of his friends are going to die, he still doesn't choose it. And that's where I think the true story lies, is how one chose one path and how the end result was, and the other chose the other path.
Yeah, but at the end, the other chooses reverses course. But I mean, that's what makes the story so awesome.
It does. But that's why, as an adult, you understand the reasoning why I say that's the order in which you watch it.
Yeah, you definitely want to go. I misspoke earlier. You are correct. The Christopher theory is the proper way to watch it. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 6.
I just say skip 1. I mean, watch it.
You could skip it if you want to, but definitely 4 and 5. Start with 4 and 5. 1, 2, and 3, or skip 1, whatever. But 2 and 3 definitely next, and 6. Return of the Jedi has to be the last movie you watched.
Yes.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And watching 3 before 6 is probably one of the greatest 6-hour cinematic experiences of your life. I would love to be able to sit down and watch episode 3 and episode 6 for the first time. And I wish that every time I put them in my Blu-ray player, my brain would blank, and I could watch it for the first time.
See, that's why I'm excited for the new
7.
Yeah, because they're going back to that rustic look of actually building the set, like it's actually like a post-war, like a post-rebellion look of. That's my opinion on it. I like that's why I like Firefly so much.
But there's so many novels out there. I'm so excited to see which storyline they go with. That's what I'm excited for. Which trilogy they're going to go with, because there's so many novels that were written after the fact. Mm-hmm. Of saying this is a real story, this is a real story, this is a real story.
There's one story you're probably talking about where it follows like Luke, and actually Luke goes dark side for a little bit, only because he needs to understand both sides of the Force, and he actually has a red lightsaber. But he can't do that because he's too old, so they got to go beyond that, and that's what you're dealing with now. It's actually still part of the rebellion still going on.
Well, but see, the one I remember is the one that sticks out fresh in my mind, actually, is the one where Luke has actually opened the academy.
Yeah, and you have Palpatine's clone.
One of the Padawans is Palpatine's clone.
Yeah.
But nobody knows that. And he's sitting there looking for guidance from the dark side of the Force. Mm-hmm. And it's not Sifo Dyas, it was the one that preceded him.
Don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
But it was the one that preceded Sifo Dyas. Sifo Dyas is master. Mm-hmm. That's the one that cohorts Luke's Padawan into the dark side.
Yeah, one of their kids goes dark side too. One of Solo's kids.
Yeah.
One of Han Solo's kids goes dark side too. Each of them have 2.
Yeah, because Luke being the pioneer of the new Jedi Order, get married. Let's not have the bullshit my dad went through.
Yeah. But he has 2 kids, and Han and Leia have 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember which one, but one of them goes dark side.
See, but that's just another set in the novels. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was a couple different sets written about the time after the fall of the Empire.
Dude, the things before, fall of the Empire, which one? The Sith Empire or the Galactic Empire? Sith Empire was from like the Old Republic.
The fall of the Galactic Empire.
Okay, Galactic Empire was the Galactic Republic taken over by the Sith Lord.
Yeah.
So from episode 3.
Watch Star Wars. Watch as much of it as you can.
And I still to this day, and I've showed you this, and you agree. And I was actually talking to someone at GameStop before I came here about this. They should make a bunch of movies based on the Old Republic. I've showed you those cinematic trailers for like the game, right?
Dude, the new cinematic for the new cinematic trailer for the game that they're launching this fall
Battlefront
with the twins.
Yeah.
That's a movie. Make that fucking movie. Seriously.
They have one called Rogue 5. It's about the Battle of Yavin.
No, I'm just talking about what I saw with the twins, with the father that's a prick.
Yeah.
And then the one twin kills the other one.
Oh no! That's for Old Republic. That's an expansion.
That needs to be a movie.
Yeah,
of
I
just
know.
those kids growing up. That needs to be a movie. That needs to be. But they're doing the one-off movie. Disney's actually getting it right. They're going to give you more by giving you a little bit less. Boba Fett's in the new one, episode 7.
Yeah, he survived the Sarlacc pit.
Yes, he did.
Why wouldn't he survive the Sarlacc pit? He's a fucking flamethrower. He has a rocket.
He's fucking Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean he could just. I don't know. He just destroy that thing from inside. He has a fucking flamethrower.
He's fucking Boba Fett. And he has a jetpack.
He has thermal detonators, jetpack. He has a rocket right out of the back.
And he's Boba Fett.
And he's Boba Fett.
So
he can just shoot the inside of the thing until the thing pukes him out or something.
Yeah, I got cybernetic shit going on, but no, Boba Fett's in the new Star Wars. Oh, did I ruin it for you? I don't care.
They're gonna have a Boba Fett movie. They have a Han Solo movie.
The Han Solo movie, I'm really looking forward to because apparently it's all about him going from being fighter pilot to
Smuggler.
pirate.
Getting the Millennium Falcon. How it gets it.
Yeah, and freeing Chewbacca.
Yeah. Chewbacca goes back a while. He's old.
Yeah.
Him and Yoda go back a long time.
Like that. One Kashyyyk back in the day.
I'm telling you, I would love to see one with the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic, the Old Republic.
I want the Yoda.
Maybe even the Mandalores.
I want the Yoda trilogy.
That would be
I want the Yoda trilogy. I want Yoda's rise to power.
I don't know if that would be enough to make 3 movies. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they could make it.
He's 800 years old.
Would it draw enough attention? Because there's a lot of serenity when it comes to serenity and like meditation and peace that comes to Yoda. So that's the thing we don't understand. We don't know. There's a lot of things about Yoda that are just like
in order to find
a lot of inner peace that you have to endure watching on TV. You'd have to want to sit through the entire story.
But my thing is, in order to find that level of inner peace and be able to summon the Force for pretty much ultimate power at will, you would literally have to gone through hell and back
for 800 years.
Hell and back in order to be able to just because literally in episode 2, and I know it's just a movie and it's on TV, but he literally summons the entirety of his youth into 5 minutes of his life. And just for that 5 minutes, he is no longer 800 years old. He's a spry 225-year-old kicking ass, taking names, and calling it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Literally able to just summon all that at once. You have to go through hell.
I would love to see him younger.
They can say what they can about Anakin being the strongest one with the Force, but at the end of the day,
oh, that's why there's a dang cat there.
Yoda's got it.
There's a cat there.
All right.
Man, anything else about Star Wars?
No, I think we're just about geeked and ready to go already, and we're still 3 months out.
We're gonna have a nerdgasm here later. No, Harry Potter. Telling you, catch up on that show.
Harry Potter.
Nah, I mean, if you watch one of them.
You get the first book right there.
Just watch one. Just watch one and go from there.
Okay.
Just get one out of the way and go from there.
Okay. Well, she wants to watch the wedding ringer.
I got that too. That's nice. That's funny.
She wants to watch that. Well, the choices Saturday night were Maleficent or the wedding ringer, and I wanted to go with Maleficent.
I don't think you disappointed. You weren't disappointed, were you?
No,
I loved it.
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a fantastic movie.
We'll keep talking on our own, but we're done with the podcast.
Live long and prosper, peeps.
Rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy.
No doubt. And Stuart Scott. Booyah.
My boy, bro. My boy, Blue. Any other people we want to put homage to?
God,
Paul Walker's birthday was 2 days ago, and Moses Malone died. He gave my team, the Wizards,
chairman of the boards. Yes, I am aware.
Moses Malone?
Chairman of the board.
Yeah, he gave
Because
my
he was the
Wizards their
rebound
only,
king.
Yeah, he gave my Wizards their only championship. May you rest in peace. You will be missed. You are a legend amongst legends, sir.
It's been almost a year since Stuart Scott died.
Yeah, it is.
4 months
Well,
away.
that'll be closer to Christmas, right?
January.
January?
January, beginning of January.
Oh man, someone else passed away this weekend. Yeah.
People die.
But Moses Malone, he passed away I think yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
60.
chairman of the board.
60.
Well, that's your life expectancy isn't very high when you're 6'10", 6'7" foot.
That's right. You get
Your heart has to pump a lot harder to get blood everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
That's why Yao Ming probably won't live another 5 years. He's only like 35 or something.
Who gives a shit? As long as he scores some points. Not that I have him in fantasy, but whatever.
Yao Ming?
Yeah.
Play basketball. Fantasy basketball.
If only I did. All right. Peace out until next week, kids.
See ya.